Unseen wonders, secret spots, even locals miss. Have you ever wandered into a place so magical it felt like the world forgot it existed? In China, far beyond the cities and tourist crowds, there are landscapes so surreal even the locals don't know they're real. Towering stone forests, crystal blue crater lakes, villages where time stands still. These are the country's best-kept secrets. They're not on postcards, they're not on travel blogs, but they exist, carved by nature, guarded by legend. Each place is a story waiting to be told, a wonder waiting to be seen. And today, you're invited to discover them, one hidden gem at a time. So slow down, breathe deep, and get ready to see a side of China few ever will. Mount Sigmunyang, Sichuan Province. Rising silently beyond the Sichuan plains, where clouds gather like thoughts left unspoken, stands a quartet of peaks so graceful they are often mistaken for goddesses. This is Mount Sigmunyang, the Four Sisters Mountain, a crown of snow-capped summits often called the Alps of the East. The tallest, Yamei Peak, pierces the sky at over 6,200 meters. Its silhouette sharp, delicate, and endlessly elusive in the morning haze. But the true beauty of Sigmunyang isn't just in its height, it's in its stillness. Here, prayer flags flutter above frozen meadows, yaks graze beside glacial lakes, pine forests rise like cathedrals, and wind moves through the valleys like an old song only the mountains remember. Tibetan legends say these peaks were once sisters who stood together to protect their homeland. And when you stand at their feet, looking up into that quiet immensity, you'll believe it. In Sigmunyang, the world doesn't just appear beautiful, it feels sacred. Tianqi Lake, Jilin Province. High in the clouds, hidden inside the snowy crown of the Changbai Mountains, lies a lake so still, so perfectly blue, the locals call it a mirror for the gods. This is Tianqi, Heavenly Lake, a volcanic crater filled with silence, legend, and untouched beauty. Formed by an ancient eruption and sitting at over 2,100 meters above sea level, Tianqi is more than a scenic wonder. It's a place of spiritual awe. In winter, it sleeps under blankets of snow. In summer, it awakens with wildflowers, grazing deer, and water as calm as breath. For centuries, this lake has inspired poets and mystics. They say a dragon lives beneath the surface. They say wishes made here carry farther than the wind. And when the fog lifts just enough to reveal the lake's full circle, it's hard not to believe. There are no cities here, no sound but the wind and your own heartbeat. Guoyang Village, Henan Province. Only a lake, a sky, and the quiet feeling that you've found something sacred. Tucked deep inside the Taiyang Mountains, clinging to the edge of a sheer cliff, is a village that defied isolation and gravity. This is Guoyang, a tiny stone hamlet so remote that for centuries it was cut off from the outside world. There was no road, no access, only steep mountain trails so dangerous that even mules hesitated. So in the 1990s, 970s, 13 villagers took matters into their own hands, carving a tunnel by hand through the mountains with hammers and chisels. It took them 5 years. What they built is now known as the Guoyang Tunnel, a miracle of perseverance etched into red stone. Today, the tunnel twists and winds along the cliff face, its windows opening to dizzying drops and breathtaking views. But beyond the road, the village remains peaceful. Old stone houses, quiet courtyards, and stories passed down around firelight. Guoyang isn't just a place, it's a lesson that even the most unreachable dreams can be carved into reality. Hidden Ice Cave, Shanxi Province. In the heart of Shanxi, buried beneath the warm hills of Ningwu County, lies something that shouldn't exist. A frozen cave that never melts, not even in the heat of midsummer. This is the Ningwu Ice Cave, a hidden marvel formed during the Ice Age, still holding on to winter while the world outside blooms. Step inside, and the air shifts, the light dims. Crystals hang from the ceiling like frozen chandeliers, and thick columns of ice reach from floor to sky. The silence is absolute. Your breath turns visible. The cave seems alive, whispering ancient frost into your ear.
years.
Scientists still puzzle over why it stays frozen year-round. Locals simply say, the mountain remembers. There are no signs, no souvenir shops, just a narrow path into the earth and the feeling that you've stepped out of time. In a world that moves too fast, this place never changed. Mugekiwo Lake, Sichuan Province. Cradled in the highlands of western Sichuan, surrounded by snow-capped peaks and silent pine forests, lies a lake so pure, it's said the sky comes here to admire itself. This is Mugekiwo, also known as Wild Man Lake, a glacial basin perched nearly 3,800 meters above sea level, where turquoise water meets alpine meadows and time seems to hold its breath. In summer, wildflowers bloom like confetti across the hillsides. In winter, snow covers the shores in silence. Steam rises from nearby hot springs, dancing gently above the cold. Legend says this was once the bathing place of mountain spirits. Locals believe the water holds healing power, not just for the body but for the soul. There are no highways here, no loudspeakers, only narrow mountain trails, horse bells in the distance, and the soft hush of wind through large trees. To sit by Mugekiwo Lake is to feel small and somehow deeply whole. Longyu Caves, Zhejiang Province. Hidden beneath the quiet farmlands of Zhujiang, in a village so ordinary it barely shows on the map, lies one of China's greatest unsolved mysteries. A vast underground world carved in silence, then forgotten for over 2,000 years. These are the Longyu Caves. Discovered by accident in 1992, the caves revealed massive hand-carved chambers, each the size of a cathedral, complete with chiseled walls, stone pillars, and patterns that looked too precise for ancient tools. Yet no records exist, no drawings, no legends, no explanation of who made them or why. Walking into Longzhou feels like stepping into a dream built by ghosts. The air is cool, the acoustics strange. The deeper you go, the more you wonder, how did an ancient civilization carve this and then vanish without a trace? Some say it was a palace, others say a military base, but maybe it was meant to be forgotten. Until now. Qilian Lake, Qinghai Province. Higher out on the Qinghai Tibet Plateau, where the land stretches wide and the clouds hang low, lies a lake so still, so quietly beautiful. It feels like the sky has stopped to rest. Draped Qilian Mountains, where sapphire waters shimmer beneath a ceiling of ever-changing light. In summer, the fields around the lake explode in golden rapeseed blossoms, contrasting against the deep blue of the lake and the pale peaks beyond. Nomads guide their herds along the shore, their silhouettes moving like brushstrokes across an endless canvas. There are no skyscrapers, no neon signs, just open sky, wind that speaks in whispers, and a peace so deep, it settles in your bones. Locals call this place the Eye of Heaven, and when you stand at the water's edge, watching clouds drift across its mirrored surface, it's easy to see why. Biashao Miao Village, Guizhou Province. Deep in the green folds of Guizhou's misty mountains lies a village that time forgot, where tradition still walks barefoot and the beat of drums echoes through bamboo forests. This is Baiyasha, the last place in China where carrying a gun is still legal, because it's part of who they are. The Biasha Miao people are known as the Gun Tribe. For centuries, they've lived in harmony with the land, farming by hand, singing in ancient dialects, and welcoming visitors with rice wine and ritual. Their culture is raw and proud. Men carry handcrafted rifles slung across their backs, not for violence, but for honor, ceremony, and the hunt. Haircuts are done with sickles. Tattoos tell family stories, and when they dance, the entire mountain seems to sway. Few travelers make it this far, but those who do leave changed. Because Biasha isn't a place you just visit. It's a world you step into and remember forever. Red Salt Lake, Yancheng, Shanxi Province. At first glance, it looks like a digital illusion, a lake blushing with impossible shades of crimson, rose, and coral pink. But this isn't a painting or a trick of the light. This is Yancheng's Red Salt Lake, one of China's most surreal natural wonders. Hidden near the edge of the Yellow Plateau, the lake transforms with the seasons. In summer, heat awakens microscopic algae that bloom in brilliant red, staining the water with color and mystery. The result is a scarlet mirror that stretches for miles, reflecting clouds, sun, and sometimes even the full arc of a rainbow. Locals say the lake glows brightest at dusk, when the light bangs low and the air turns still. Birds skim across the surface like brushstrokes. The silence is soft. The scenery feels unearthly. Few tourists find their way here. There are no crowds, no noise. Ashima Stone Forest, Yunnan Province. Near the old town of Lijiang, where clouds hang low and the land breathes stories, there stands a forest with no trees, only stone. This is the Ashima Stone Forest, a labyrinth of towering limestone pillars that rise like frozen dancers from the earth. Some are sharp and jagged, others smooth and curved, as if sculpted by time and silence. But to the people who live here, these stones are not just rocks. They are characters, memories, ancestors. The most famous is Ashima, a graceful stone shaped like a young woman. Legend says she was a Yi girl turned to stone after refusing to marry a warlord. She stood her ground, and now she stands forever. Every year, villagers gather here to sing her story. Drums echo between the rocks. Colorful skirts swirl like flames. The past and present blur into one. In Ashima Forest, nature holds memory, and every stone is a voice that never fades. Jingshan Tea Fields, Zhejiang Province. Tucked deep in the rolling hills of eastern Zhejiang, far from highways and city noise, lies a place where time slows down, one steep leaf at a time. These are the Jingshan Tea Fields, a cradle of Chinese tea culture where soft green terraces ripple across the mountains like waves caught mid-breath.
Here, mornings begin in mist. The air smells of dew and earth. Old tea masters in faded linen walk barefoot between the rows, picking leaves with the same care their ancestors did 1,000 years ago.
You won't find billboards here, only whispers of steam rising from porcelain cups, of bamboo groves swaying gently in the wind. This is where Zen monks once brewed tea, not for taste, but for stillness, where silence is part of the ritual, and every pour is a quiet meditation. To drink tea in Jingshan isn't just refreshment, it's remembrance. Of balance, of patience, of how beauty is born when we do less and feel more. Dushanzi Grand Canyon, Zhenjiang. On the northern edge of Zhenjiang, where the grasslands crash into the desert and the sky opens wide like a canvas, lies a canyon carved not by rivers alone, but by the hands of time, wind, and forgotten storms. This is Dushanzi Grand Canyon, raw, vast, and unapologetically untamed. Unlike other famous canyons shaped smooth by tourists and postcards, Dushanzi is jagged, rebellious, alive. Sharp ridges rise like broken waves. Cracked cliffs fall into shadows that seem bottomless. The whole landscape moves not in speed, but in memory. As you walk the ridgeline, the wind howls like an ancient language. Beneath your feet, layers of red, gray, and golden earth stack like pages of an old story, one written long before cities, maps, or names. There are no fences, no paved viewpoints, just wind-burned silence, and an overwhelming sense that you are very, very small. Wuyuan Ancient Villages, Jiangxi Province. Hidden among misty hills and winding rivers of Jiangxi, there's a place where mornings look like watercolor and afternoons drift like incense smoke. This is Wogyuan, a tapestry of ancient villages so quietly beautiful they feel more imagined than real. White-walled houses with black tile roofs stand shoulder to shoulder along cobbled lanes. Wooden bridges stretch across slow-moving streams. In spring, golden rapeseed blossoms flood the fields, turning the entire valley into a dream you can walk through. But it's not just the beauty that lingers, it's the stillness. People here move with purpose but never haste. Elderly men play chess under ginkgo trees. Women dry chili and calligraphy on bamboo mats. The walls carry stains from centuries of rain and stories from generations who never left. To visit Wuyuan is not to sightsee, it's to slow down, to breathe differently, to remember that peace isn't something you chase, it's something you step into. Dinshan Mountains, Xinjiang. Far across the vast grasslands of Zhenjiang, where the earth stretches wide and silence runs deep, rises a wall of snow, stone, and time. These are the Tian Shan, the heavenly mountains, a towering range that splits clouds, anchors cultures, and seems to hold up the sky itself. For centuries, these peaks have stood as silent witnesses to traders, nomads, and storytellers moving along the ancient Silk Road. Even now, you can follow horseback trails through high alpine meadows where eagles soar, wildflowers sway, and the only sound is wind brushing across endless ridges. In winter, the mountains sleep under a white stillness. In summer, their glaciers feed jade-colored rivers that rush down into valleys no tourist map dares to name. But the real magic of Tianshan isn't in what you see, it's in what you feel. The quiet majesty, the scale beyond comprehension, the sense that you're walking through a place the earth itself never meant to share. Here, in the shadow of the heavenly mountains, everything is small, except wonder. You've just traveled through the hidden heart of China, across floating mountains, silent valleys, and stories older than time. These places aren't just on the map. They live in memory, in feeling, in the quiet moments that stay with you long after the journey ends. If one of these wonders spoke to you, save it, share it, or better yet,
Zhangye National Geopark, Gansu. Have you ever stood in front of something so stunning, it feels like the world has forgotten it exists? The Zhangye National Geopark, or the Rainbow Mountains, is one of those places. With its striking reds, yellows, blues, and greens, these mountains look like they've been painted by an artist. But what you're seeing is nature's masterpiece, formed over 24 million years by geological forces. Discovered only in 2000, this place quickly became a sensation, earning its UNESCO Global Geopark status in 2019. But it's not just the colors that make Zhangye special. Local legends say that divine beings spilled colors across the land, creating these breathtaking formations. Standing here, you can't help but feel a deep connection to the earth, its ancient history, its power. And when the sun rises or sets, the colors seem to shift and grow even more vibrant, almost as if the mountains themselves are alive. Zhangye is more than a destination. It's an experience, a place where nature's beauty and mythic history combine to leave you speechless. Ready to step into a world where the earth speaks its own language? Yuanyan Rice Terraces, Yunnan. Have you ever seen a landscape so stunning it feels like you've stepped into a painting? That's the magic of Yuanyan Rice Terraces. Nestled in the mountains of Yunnan, these terraces have been carved by the Han people for over 1,300 years, creating a breathtaking patchwork of fields that stretch as far as the eye can see. From November to April, the terraces come alive, reflecting the sky like a giant mirror, creating a surreal scene of clouds and mist. The beauty is beyond words. It's a photographer's dream, with each sunrise and sunset transforming the landscape into a canvas of colors. But it's not just the views that make Yuanyang special. Local legends tell of how the terraces were a gift from the ancestors, carved into the land as a ladder to the heavens. As you walk through the villages, you'll feel the pulse of history and culture, where every stone and field carries the weight of generations who have lived in harmony with nature. In Huanyang, time seems to slow down, inviting you to pause, breathe, and truly experience the connection between people and land. It's not just a place you visit, it's a world that feels timeless, waiting for you to discover its beauty. Shuanghe Cave, Guizhou. Have you ever wondered what secrets lie beneath the earth? Deep in the heart of Guizhou, Shuanghe Cave holds some of the most astonishing mysteries on the planet. Stretching over 409 kilometers, it's the longest single cave in the world, filled with hidden chambers, underground rivers, and mind-boggling formations. This isn't your average cave. As you venture deeper, the air grows cool, the silence envelops you, and the incredible beauty of stalactites and stalagmites leaves you in awe. It's not just a cave, it's a world of its own, where each corner hides new wonders waiting to be discovered. Local folklore ties the cave to ancient spirits and the Miao and Dong peoples, who believe the caves are gateways to other realms. The legends of these lands are as deep and intricate as the cave's twisting passages, where every turn feels like stepping into a place beyond time. Exploring Shuanghe Cave is an adventure that will leave you feeling both humbled and inspired. It's a journey into the depths of nature, a place where you can't help but feel connected to the Earth's ancient secrets. It's a journey into the depths of nature, a place where you can't help but feel connected to the Earth's ancient secrets. Nucheng Grand Canyon, Yunnan. Have you ever stood in a place so raw, so untouched by time, that it feels like you've found the edge of the world? The Nucheng Grand Canyon is one of those places. Carved by the mighty Nucheng River, this is one of the deepest canyons on the planet, stretching through the rugged northwest of Yunnan. With cliffs towering over 3,000 meters and a river that roars beneath, this canyon is a wild, untamed beauty. It's a place where nature rules, untouched, raw, and stunning. The canyon's isolation means that it harbors ecosystems and species that few have ever seen. Local tribes, like the Lisu and New peoples, consider the canyon sacred, believing it was created by the gods as a barrier to protect their people. Their myths and legends fill the air, blending seamlessly with the landscape's power and majesty. Walking through Nujung Grand Canyon feels like stepping into a world that hasn't changed for centuries. It's a place that humbles you, reminds you of the Earth's ancient force, and connects you to the spirit of this untamed land. Will you be one of the few who venture into this uncharted paradise? Hanging Temple, Shanxi. Have you ever wondered how something so fragile could stand the test of time? The Hanging Temple, perched on the cliffs of Mount Heng in Shanxi, is one of those marvels that seems impossible. Built over 1,500 years ago, this temple defies gravity, clinging to the side of the mountain as if suspended in mid-air. It's not just an architectural feat. It's a symbol of harmony, blending Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism into one. The temple's precarious position on the cliffside makes you feel like you're walking on air, and the silence around you only amplifies the sense of awe. The stories of how this temple withstood earthquakes and centuries of erosion are as fascinating as the temple itself. Local legends say it was built to protect the mountain's spiritual sanctity, offering a place of worship for travelers and monks who sought enlightenment. Standing there, looking down at the vast gorge below, you can't help but feel a profound connection to the divine and the timeless beauty of nature. Will you dare to walk along the narrow corridors and experience the spiritual adventure of a lifetime? It's not just a visit, it's an immersion in a place where history, faith, and engineering meet. Have you ever heard of a place so beautiful, it feels like you've stepped into a fairy tale? Kanas Lake, in the Altai Mountains of Zhejiang, is one of those places that doesn't seem real at first. The lake shifts colors: turquoise, emerald, sapphire, depending on the angle of the light, making it look like a living painting. The area is also sacred to the Tuva people, who believe the lake is guarded by a spirit, a dragon-like creature that protects its waters. As you wander around, you'll notice the harmony between nature and the traditions of the Tuva people. Their wooden homes, their festivals, and the deep spiritual connection they feel with this land. Kanas Lake, Xinjiang. Have you ever heard of a place so beautiful it feels like you've stepped into a fairy tale? Kanas Lake in the Altai Mountains of Xinjiang is one of those places that doesn't seem real at first. The lake shifts colors: turquoise, emerald, sapphire, depending on the angle of the light, making it look like a living painting. But it's not just the lake that draws you in. It's the myths that surround it. Locals tell stories of a mysterious Kanas Lake monster, a creature believed to live beneath the surface, adding an air of intrigue to the already magical landscape. The area is also sacred to the Tuva people, who believe the lake is guarded by a spirit, a dragon-like creature that protects its waters. As you wander around, you'll notice the harmony between nature and the traditions of the Tuva people, their wooden homes, their festivals, and the deep spiritual connection they feel with this land. Kanas Lake isn't just a place to visit. It's a place to lose yourself in the beauty of nature and the stories that have been passed down for generations. Are you ready to step into a world of vibrant colors and ancient myths? Ulong Karst, Guizhou. Have you ever wondered what it's like to walk through a land that feels both mystical and ancient? Ulong Karst in Guizhou is one of China's most awe-inspiring landscapes. With its towering limestone peaks, underground rivers, and vast cave systems, this place feels like it's straight out of a legend. The rugged karst terrain is home to breathtaking natural wonders, but it's also steeped in local myths. The Miao and Dong people, who have lived here for centuries, believe the land is blessed by spirits, with Mount Fanjing being regarded as a place of spiritual enlightenment. These lands are sacred to them, where each peak and valley tells a story of resilience and harmony with the earth. As you hike through this surreal landscape, the sense of peace is palpable. It's not just the beauty that strikes you, it's the connection to the land and its stories. The serene mist that often lingers in the valleys and the sound of water trickling through the caves create an atmosphere that's both calming and profound. Walking through Wulongkarst isn't just about the sights. It's about experiencing the soul of the land. Ready to embrace the magic of this hidden paradise?
Hold me close so we're not alone when the lights are gone.
Dazu Rock Carvings. What if I told you that the cliffs could speak? That's what you'll experience at the Dazu Rock Carvings in Chongqing. These 7th century sculptures, carved into the mountainside, are not just works of art. They are windows into ancient Chinese beliefs, where Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism blend seamlessly. Over 50,000 statues and 100,000 inscriptions tell stories of divine wisdom, moral lessons, and everyday life. As you walk among these carvings, you'll be transported back to a time where art wasn't just for decoration. It was a way to communicate sacred knowledge. The most impressive carvings, like those at Bodingshan, depict Buddhist figures and Taoist deities with intricate scenes of life and death. The artistry is so detailed, it feels like the figures are alive, watching over you as you explore. Dazu isn't just a place for history buffs. It's a place for spiritual reflection, where the past comes alive through the rock and stone. Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to walk among the wisdom of the ancients? This is your chance to find out. The Shang Grasslands, Hebei. Have you ever stood in a vast, endless field, where the horizon stretches out in all directions, and the air feels as fresh as if it's untouched by time. That's the feeling you get when you visit Bashang Grasslands in Hebei. This sprawling meadow, located at an altitude of 1,500 to 2,100 meters, seems to go on forever, with rolling hills and unpredictable weather that can change in an instant, sunny one moment, rainy the next. But it's not just the beauty of the landscape that captures your heart. Bashang is steeped in history, once a battleground for ancient Chinese dynasties and nomadic tribes, including the forces of Genghis Khan. The grasslands hold secrets of past conflicts and cultural exchanges, adding layers of mystery to the place. Local folklore ties the grasslands to epic tales of heroic warriors and divine protectors. The Mulan Padak, for example, is connected to the legend of Hua Mulan, the brave warrior who disguised herself as a man to fight for her country. Walking through this vast expanse, you can almost hear the echoes of history beneath your feet. Bashang isn't just a place to visit, it's a place to feel the pulse of the land, to reconnect with nature and history. Ready to step into a world where freedom and legend meet? Yungang Grottoes, Shanxi. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to walk through a sacred gallery where every wall tells a story of spirituality and culture? That's what you'll find at the Yungang Grottoes in Shanxi, a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 2001. These ancient caves, carved during the Northern Wei Dynasty, are home to over 51,000 Buddhist statues, each one meticulously crafted with incredible detail. The grottos aren't just a collection of art. They are a testament to the cultural exchange along the Silk Road. The carvings blend influences from China, India, Persia, and even Greco-Roman styles, creating a rich tapestry of spiritual and artistic history. As you walk through the caves, you're walking through time, with every statue and relief telling the stories of Buddha, moral teachings, and the ancient wisdom passed down for generations. The site is steeped in myth and history, with local legends describing the carvings as divine creations brought to life by the hands of ancient artisans seeking to honor the sacred. The serenity of the cliffs and the calm beauty of the statues create a peaceful atmosphere, making this not just a visit, but a spiritual journey. At Yonggang, you won't just see art, you'll feel it deep. It's a place where the past lives on, etched in stone, and where every step brings you closer to understanding the world's ancient spiritual heritage. Weishan Ancient Town, Yunnan. Have you ever walked through a town so full of history and culture that you feel like you've stepped into another world? Weishan Ancient Town in Yunnan is one of those places. Once the heart of the Nanzhao Kingdom, Weishan is a place where Ming and Qing dynasty architecture still stands proudly, with cobblestone streets and ancient temples telling stories of a time long past. The town's charm lies in its quiet elegance. Away from the tourist crowds, Weishan offers a peaceful escape where you can explore its rich history at your own pace. The town is also known for its unique blend of cultures, with a mix of Yi, Hui, and Han traditions shaping its festivals, food, and architecture. As you wander through the town, you'll notice the harmony between the old and new, where ancient stories are passed down through generations. But it's not just the architecture that makes Weishan special. Local legends and myths speak of the town's spiritual energy, with temples like the Mountain God Temple on Weibao Mountain connecting the town to the divine. The story of Siniluo, a local deity who became a mountain god, still resonates here, with many believing that the mountain is a sacred place. Visiting Weishan is like taking a journey back in time, where the culture, traditions, and stories of the Nanzhao Kingdom still live on. Ready to step into a town where history and legend meet, where the past is never too far away?